Hi, and thank you for joining me. This is an all levels class. Feel free to modify or intensify as you need for your body today. Grab a couple of blocks if you need to bring the floor up a little closer to you when we go into some twisting poses. And have fun. All right, let's get started in mountain pose. Bring your toes together at the top of your mat. Heels can be slightly apart. Stand up tall, get relaxed. Pull your throat back so it's in line with your spine. Your chin is tucked just slightly. Come into the present moment. Lift your toes up off of the mat, feeling your kneecaps lift and your thighs engage. Take a deep breath in as your spine lengthens. The crown of your head reaches up toward the sky. And as you exhale, allow your shoulders to slide down your back. Open your eyes, inhale, reach your arms out and all the way up, maybe looking up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Think about your intention for your practice today. Maybe it's just being in the present moment. Maybe it's allowing what is to be. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale and side bend to the right. Pulling your left shoulder back in line with your right. Pushing your hips toward the left side. Inhale, come back up to center. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Pull that right shoulder back, pull your throat back. Inhale, come back up to center. Big inhale at the top. Bring your hands together, back bend, looking back. And come back up to center. Big inhale, exhale, reverse swan dive, forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat, bending your knees as much as you need to here. Walk out your knees, bending right and left. This might be a good place for you to grab your blocks and place your hands just for a little support. And come to stillness, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Pull the crown of your head forward as your hips reach back. And exhale, forward fold. Step back to a first down dog. Your feet are hip width apart. Hands are shoulder width apart. No tension in the neck. Your gaze is toward your shins or your thighs. Push into all four corners of your palms. Feel one line of energy from your fingertips up through your hips and out through your heels. Inhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Lower your left knee onto the mat for low lunge. Bring your hand up onto your thigh. Reach your arms up, big inhale. Pull your left hip forward. Allow your hips to sink down toward the mat, getting that nice hip flexor stretch.
Inhale, exhale, twist to the right, bring your right arm back, left arm forward. Twisting from the waist. Good, come back to center. Bring your hands down to the mat and push your hips back, straighten your front leg for half splits. We're gonna go back and forth a couple of times here, bending into your right leg and straightening. Bend and straighten. One more time, bend and straighten. And hold in your half split. Pull the crown of your head forward. Straighten your spine. And then if you would like, you can round down, allowing your head to come toward your toes or your shin. Bend back into that right knee. Place your left hand onto the mat. Inhale. Right hand comes up. Look up. Get a nice twist here. Twisting from the waist again. Try to keep your hips forward. Exhale, bring both hands back down to the mat and step your right foot back to meet your left for down dog. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat. Lower your right knee onto the mat and rise up. Bring your hands on top of your left thigh. Allow your hip flexors to sink down, pulling that right hip forward. Bring your arms up when you're feeling stable and balanced. Big inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Maybe looking back toward your left hand. Your arms are strong. And bring your hands back down to the mat. Stretch that front leg straight, half splits. Your right knee is right under your right hip. Flex your left toes. And again, let's do the bend into your left knee. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. And one more time, bend, coming forward. And straighten. Push back into your half split. Pull your heart forward. And maybe as you exhale, lowering your head down toward your shin or your knee. Good. Come back into your low lunge. Bending that left knee again. Place your right hand down. Inhale, lift your left hand up. Look up and twist. Bring your hand back down to the mat. Step back to down dog. Pedal out your heels, right and left. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. Get your knee high. Come back to center. Step your right foot to the front of your mat for high lunge. Your back heel is still spinning up to the sky. Reach your arms up. Exhale and spin your back heel down for warrior one. Pulling your left hip forward. Maybe look up. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse. Bring your right hand up. Back to warrior two. And place your hands down on the mat, on either side of your front foot for runner's lunge. Spin your back heel up. Pull your heart forward. Good. Place your left hand onto the mat as you inhale, raise your right arm up. Bring your hand back down to the mat. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet to hip width apart, grabbing onto your toes. Grab your big toes with your two peace fingers. Inhale and exhale as you allow your head to drop. Pull with your arms, bending at your hips. Allow your head to hang heavy. Come back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, and step back to your down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high to the sky. Bend your left knee, opening your hip. Come back to center and step your left foot to the front of your mat. Spin your back heel up. Prepare for high lunge. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, spin your back heel down for warrior one. Pull your right hip forward, maybe looking up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. And bring your hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Spin your back heel up. Pull your heart forward. And then place your right hand down onto the mat or maybe onto your block. Inhale, raise your left arm up. Looking up, twisting. And bring your hand back down to the mat. Step to the front of your mat, forward fold. And bring your feet all the way out toward the edges of your mat, toes out. Maybe heels are slightly in for a wide squat. You can bring your elbows right inside your knees and push with your arms. Lift your heart. And walk your feet back to forward fold. Step back to down dog. Inhale, plank. Pull your belly button into your spine. Lower for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down to your belly. Pull your hands back by your ribs. Forehead on the mat. Inhale, lift your head. Lift your chest for cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, cobra. Or up dog. You can pull your hands back farther. Push into the top of your feet. Lift your thighs up off of the mat. Pulling your heart forward. Pull your shoulders back. Good. And push back to child's pose. Knees wide, toes together at the back of your mat. And allow your hips to sink down, either toward your heels, maybe on a block. Reach your hands forward. And allow your forehead to gently come down onto the mat. You might rock your head from side to side for a little forehead massage. For more intensity, push into your palms, sending your hips back even further. Good. Come up to tabletop on all fours. Hands right under your shoulders. And inhale for cow. Allow your belly to drop. Lift your head, lift your tail. Exhale, cat. Arch your back. Push into your palms. And one more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Arch your back. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Lift up to down dog. Walk your hands back toward your feet. Take a couple of steps with your hands here. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Come into a wide chair so your feet are hip width apart. Raise your arms. Come into your chair. Fierce pose. Lift your heart. Push your hips back. Now inhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale again. And as you exhale, twist facing your right side. Bring your left elbow onto the outside of your right knee, or you can bring your elbow to the other knee if that's easier for your lower back. Twisting. Maybe open your arms. And forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Hips are wide. Feet are wide. Rise up. Lift your chest. Exhale. Hands at heart. Big inhale. And exhale. Twist to the left. Right arm coming to the outside of your left knee. Twisting, looking up. Maybe open your arms wide. And come back to center, forward fold. Nice work. Pedal out your feet a couple of times, right and left. Inhale, right all the way up. Bring your arms up. And exhale, hands at heart, mountain pose. Step your right foot forward about 2.5 or 3 feet for pyramid pose. So your feet are on railroad tracks. They're not in the same line. Spin your left heel down. Your foot is at about a 45-degree angle. And bring your hands to your hips. And pull your left hip forward. So your hips are pretty much in line. Inhale. And start to fold forward from your hips with a flat back. Now either bring your hands onto your blocks, or you can bring your hands down to the mat. And then maybe allowing your head to hang down toward your knee or your shin or your toes. Continue pulling that left hip forward and your right hip back. Inhale, step to the front of your mat, bring your feet together, your toes together. Inhale, chair pose. Push your hips back, lift your heart. Good, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and all the way up. And bring your hands to your heart. Step your right foot back for pyramid. And again, spin your right back heel down. Pull your right hip forward. Hands on hips. Feeling your hips align, facing the front. Inhale and exhale, fold forward from your hips with a flat back. And then maybe allowing your head to come down toward your knee. Continuing to pull that right hip forward, left hip back. Good, and step to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Arms up, chest up, hips back. Good, and stand all the way up. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. Prepare for tree pose. Really root into that left foot, feeling as if your left leg is a nice strong tree trunk. Lift your right foot up and either you can kickstand your heel up into your ankle or bring it to your shin or above your knee. And bring your hands to your heart. Pulling that right knee out. And maybe you want to reach your arms up. Maybe look up. Pull your belly in. Keep your arms up. Keep your knee up. And bring your heels forward. Preparing for eagle pose. Swing your right leg over your left leg. Maybe wrap or maybe just bring your toes behind. And swing your right arm under your left. Eagle pose, sitting down into your hips. Pull your elbows forward. Good, and unwind your leg. Stand up, arms out and up. Exhale, hand that heart. All right, root down into your right foot. Your right leg is strong. Lift your toes up and bring your foot either into your shin or into the inside of your thigh. Stand up tall. Maybe grow your branches, look up. It's always okay to fall out. Just get back in. Good. Keep your arms up.
Keep your knee up, bring your heel forward. And then swing your left leg over your right for eagle. Squatting down. And either wrap your toes behind, or you can even kickstand here if you need to. And swing your left arm under your right. Reach your elbows up and forward. Sit down into your hips. And unwind. Reach your arms up for mountain pose. Look up. Let's do a slight back bend here. Look back. And hand at heart. Nice work. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips back. Continue lowering as low down as you can. Your heels might come up, that's okay. We're going to come all the way down onto the mat. Feel free to use your hands here and come into boat pose. Start by placing your hands behind your thighs to make sure that your chest is lifted and you're not sinking into your spine. And then if you would like, you can straighten your legs, reach your hands forward, but continuing to lift your chest. Inhale, exhale, low boat. Keep your heels and your shoulders up off the mat. Inhale, boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, boat. Exhale, low. Inhale, boat. Good, and exhale, low boat. One more time. Inhale, boat. Hold it. And low boat. And come all the way down to the mat. Setting up your bridge. Your feet are hip width apart. Pull them pretty close to your bum. Inhale. Lift your hips up first. And then push into your shoulders. Pull your heels energetically back. And feel your thighs and quads engage even more. You can interlace your fingers underneath you if you would like to. Keep pushing up with your hips. And exhale as you slowly come down one vertebrae at a time. Your hips come down last. All right, happy baby. Lift your feet up. Grab the inner or outer arches of your feet. Bend your knees. Pull with your hands as you push with your feet. Maybe you feel your lower spine, your tailbone pressing into the mat. Maybe you want to rock back and forth to give yourself a little massage. You could straighten one leg or straighten both legs. Good. Send your left leg long as you pull your right knee up toward your right shoulder. Really pull that knee toward you.
Inhale, and as you exhale, twist your leg across toward the left side, supine twist. And you can stretch your right arm out, maybe look to the right. And come back to center and switch legs. Pull your right knee toward your, your left knee, that's left knee toward your left shoulder. Your right leg is long and straight. Pulling it tight as you inhale. And as you exhale, twisting toward the right. Maybe your left arm is straight. Look out over your left shoulder. Good, and come back to center. Squeeze your knees as tight as you can. Bring your head toward your knees. Squeeze into a little ball. And then exhale, send your legs long. Prepare for final Shavasana. Relaxing everything down onto the mat. Let everything go. Relax your eyes and your forehead, and your jaw. Slightly tuck your chin. So that the back of your neck is resting on the mat. Relax your shoulders down and back. Just breathe naturally. Relax your chest and your belly. Allow your hips to sink heavy into the mat. And your legs. Allow your feet to fall open wide. And your palms to face up to receive all the goodness in the universe. And when you're ready, roll over to your favorite side and push yourself up to a seated position. Or you can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Thank you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.